Of course, the esteemed global members of the Obedient family and the Labour Party Nigeria will bring you special greetings from Labour Party, the beacon and face of the new Nigeria we want. Let me start by commending you all, members and leaders of our great party, for your tireless efforts in advancing democratic ideals and the vision of the limitless possibilities of a new Nigeria. Today we address you on the true state of the Labour Party and lay bare the facts, the law, and the resolute actions we are taking to reposition the party in line with the values of transparency, accountability, discipline, and internal democracy. As a party, our journey has been marked by both progress and challenges. Today, we are compelled to speak out not in anger, but in responsibility. We commend the Nigerian judiciary and welcome the recent Supreme Court judgment that removed Barrister Julius Abure as the national chairman of the Labour Party. We honor our dedicated members nationwide who have remained steadfast despite the turbulence. Yet, we must confront with courage and clarity the divisive actions and manipulative tactics of Barrister Abure and his associates. They are actions that threaten the unity, integrity, and public image of our party. In light of Mr. Abure's continued impersonation and misrepresentation of the office of the national chairman, the National Executive Council, NEC, in session, has reached a hard but necessary decision. We can no longer stand by while the values we hold dear, transparency, discipline, and democratic accountability, are undermined from within. This press conference is convened to address the growing concern over the misconduct and internal rascality plaguing our party. At a time when Nigerians are yearning for credible leadership and they see the Labour Party as a beacon of hope, it is regrettable that we must battle internal sabotage from those who should know better. Let me be clear. When others descend into rascality, we must rise with discipline. When they go low, we go high. Because our party must reflect the Nigeria we want to build. It has become evident that Mr. Abure does not have the best interests of the Labour Party at heart. Rather than unify the party, he undermines it. Rather than attract credible Nigerians to come and join, he alienates them. Instead of advancing our collective vision, he pursues narrow personal ambitions. Most painfully, he targets those who have brought credibility and national visibility to our party. His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi and Governor Alex Oti. They represent the aspirations of a new Nigeria. Governor Oti stands out today as one of the most effective and respected governors in the country. These men have sacrificed not for personal gain, but to give the Labour Party and Nigeria a real shot at transformation. What they demand is simple: a party that is transparent, democratic, and accountable. Instead of embracing this vision, Mr. Abure chooses confrontation and chaos. We say today, this must stop. For the sake of the Labour Party, for the sake of democracy, and for the sake of Nigeria's future. After a careful and comprehensive review of the Supreme Court judgment delivered on Friday, April 4th, 2025, the National Executive Council, NEC, is deeply concerned by the subsequent actions of Barrister Julius Abure, particularly his continued impersonation of the esteemed office of the national chairman of the Labour Party. These actions have not only violated the spirit and letter of the law, but have also brought the image and integrity of our great party into disrepute. In the exercise of its constitutional mandate and in strict accordance with the disciplinary provisions of the Labour Party Constitution 2019 as amended, the NEC in session hereby announces the commencement of disciplinary actions against Mr. Abure. These actions have started with the constitution of a special investigative committee to review the actions of Mr. Abure as it affects the image and integrity of the party. In line with due process and the party constitution, NEC gives Mr. Abure 48 hours notice to show why disciplinary actions should not be taken against him for his numerous acts of gross misconduct against the party. The formal notice of disciplinary action will be sent to the last known address of Mr. Julius Abure. Mr. Abure is hereby warned to desist from parading himself as the national chairman of the Labour Party or impersonating the office in any form. The apex court of the land has clearly and finally nullified his claim to leadership, and his tenure has long expired by the passage of time. His continuing acts of reckless denigration of party leadership and open war against the party is unwarranted. Rather than drag the image of the party further into disrepute, Mr. Abure is advised to deploy his time and attention to addressing the numerous allegations of corruption, forgery, perjury, and criminal conspiracies pending against him. The NEC of the Labour Party has passed a resounding vote of confidence on His Excellency Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, national leader of the Labour Party and the 2023 presidential candidate. The leadership of the Nigerian Labour Congress under the President, Mr. Joe Ajero, and the Trade Union Congress, and all the members of the Labour Party caucus in the National Assembly, and various states houses of assembly. You continue to stand for truth, integrity, and the values that define the Labour Party. We appreciate your commitment to the mission of saving Nigeria through a Labour Party government come 2027 by the grace of God. Similarly, we extend a resounding vote of confidence on His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti for his exemplary leadership and unwavering loyalty to the vision of the Labour Party. It is important to make clear that Mr. Abure and his expired National Working Committee lack the legal or moral authority to even speak of taking any disciplinary action against Dr. Alex Otti, the governor of Abia State, or any member of the Labour Party for that matter. We therefore urge Dr. Alex Otti, and indeed all members of the Labour Party, to kindly disregard Mr. Abure's ignorance and orchestrated disillusionment. Accordingly, on behalf of the leadership of the members of the Labour Party globally, we tender an unreserved apology to both His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi and His Excellency Governor Otti for the uncouth and irresponsible remarks previously made by the suspended or removed by the former chairman, Barrister Abure. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no doubt that the recent Supreme Court decision has answered all questions and cleared all doubts about the leadership of the Labour Party. But for the avoidance of doubt and benefit of some well-meaning Nigerians who may still be deceived by Mr. Abure's endless media theatricals, may I chronicle the facts on the Labour Party leadership tussle that has now been laid to rest by the Supreme Court judgment of April 4th, 2025. On June 9th, 2023, Barrister Julius Abure was allowed to lead the Labour Party NWC for a transitional one-year period post-2023 elections based on mediation and reconciliation with a clear mandate to conduct congresses from ward to national level. March 2024, instead of following due process, Abure convened a national convention without the ward, local government, or state congresses, without INEC supervision, contrary to the provisions of Section 223 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. the Labour Party constitution, and INEC regulations and guidelines for political parties. June 8th, 2024, INEC formally communicated to Mr. Abure that his tenure had expired. You may even have remembered that INEC excluded Mr. Abure from National Party chairman meetings on 2 occasions, recognizing and emphasizing that his tenure had elapsed or had lapsed. During the 2024 Ondo governorship election, INEC rejected Labour Party agent list submitted under Abure. Abure then sued INEC to compel recognition, a legal battle he lost. The Federal High Court erroneously ruled in Abure's favor, prompting a misleading INEC portal entry, which you can check, or for those who had checked before would see. When the name Barrister Julius Abure is stated on the portal of the INEC portal, you will notice that in brackets, by court order is written there, while for other parties, for other political parties, election by election is written there. On September 4th, 2025, Labour Party stakeholders, including elected officials and statutory NEC members, met in Umuahia, Abia State, and constituted a 29-member National Caretaker Committee led by my humble self, Senator Nenadi Usman, as chairman, and Senator Darlington Wokocha as the secretary. The committee was mandated to manage the affairs of the party and conduct full congresses from ward to the National Convention. The Labour Party National Caretaker Committee, led by myself, applied then to join the suit. And after appealing the erroneous Federal High Court decision, the Court of Appeal upheld Abure's claim in November 2024. The Labour Party Caretaker Committee then appealed the judgment of the Court of Appeal to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court on the 4th of April 2025 delivered a final and a binding judgment. It upheld the appeal by Senator Nenadi's caretaker committee, Senator Nenadi's led caretaker committee, beg your pardon, and it dismissed Abure's cross appeal. It set aside the decisions of the lower courts recognizing Abure. It warned that party leaders should humbly vacate their office at the end of their tenures. Honorable Justice John Ian Okoro specifically declared the decisions of the trial court and the court below, recognizing Julius Abure as the national chairman of the first respondent, are hereby set aside. Investigations have revealed that Abure illegally issued state executive committee letters every 3 months in breach of the Labour Party's constitutional provisions, which means chairmen all over the Federation, in every state of the Federation, are given appointment letters every 3 months. Accordingly, we hereby nullify all these letters issued by the erstwhile chairman to state executive committees. The National Caretaker Extraordinary National Convention Planning Committee, as we are known, is the only organ of the Labour Party with the power to appoint state executive caretaker committees. And that we are going to do together with major stakeholders, because the committees are merely to help in conducting congresses from the ward right up to the National Convention at the federal level. It is with great optimism and a sense of renewed purpose that I inform our members across the globe that the leadership of our great party is diligently working to launch the nationwide membership registration and revalidation exercise in the coming weeks. This critical step will strengthen our grassroots engagement and reposition the Labour Party as a truly people-driven movement. In furtherance of this, we have formally notified the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, of our planned activities including the forthcoming ward, local government, state, and zonal congresses, which will be culminating into the National Convention. Full details and schedules will be communicated to all stakeholders in the coming days. In conclusion, the Labour Party stands united, disciplined, reinvigorated under our leadership, and supported by all members of the party. We will no longer tolerate impunity, illegality, or personal ambition above party interest. We reaffirm our commitment to rebuilding the Labour Party as a true vehicle for national transformation. The journey to the limitless possibilities of a new Nigeria continues, and we invite every Nigerian of conscience, including some of our members on the other side, to please join us. We call on all Labour Party members across Nigeria, irrespective of past disagreements or affiliations, to continue to support the current leadership and to refuse to be demonized by Abure, who has played his last card and is just clutching at straws. The Labour Party is your home. It is our home. And we need every hand on deck to build the party of our dreams. As I said the other time when I spoke, after the Supreme Court judgment at the Hilton when we had a press briefing, I said, in this matter, there is no victor, no vanquished. All we want is to build a Labour Party that will serve Nigerians, a Labour Party that will give us a vibrant vehicle that we can use for people to come contest election into various offices, win, and help forge Nigeria forward. That is just what we want. We want a Labour Party that has internal democracy, a Labour Party where if you are a member of any the executive, you know when you won election, when the congresses were done, when you started office, and that 3 or 4 years down the road is when you quit or you can go for re-election. We want a Labour Party where people who want to hold positions would go back to their wards and contest election in the congresses. And I would also want to call on all to come, please, let us unite to advance the limitless possibilities of the new Nigeria. I want to assure you that a new Nigeria is truly, as in indeed, is indeed possible. It is possible. One anchored on justice. We want a Nigeria that is anchored on justice, equity, and the supremacy of the will of the people, not the will of a few. Before I yield the microphone to the Secretary, I would want to read out the names of those who are being saddled with the responsibility of the disciplinary committee. Okay. I was taught I didn't have to read everything, but I think I should. So, pursuant to the powers vested in the National Executive Council under Article 19 of the Labour Party Constitution 1999, as amended, and in response to grave allegations bordering on corruption, financial misappropriation, and anti-party activities leveled against the erstwhile national chairman, Barrister Julius Abure, the leadership of the party hereby constitutes a disciplinary committee to thoroughly investigate the said matters and recommend appropriate disciplinary measures. The composition. Number 1, Senator Ireti Kingibe, the chairman. Two, High Chief Peter Ame, Secretary, cum member. Honorable Okejo Onuaka Lucy, member. Ibrahim Abdul Karim, member. Mrs. Maria Lebeke, who was a one-time acting chairman, national chairman of the Labour Party, is also a member. Terms of reference. The committee is hereby mandated to, 1, investigate all allegations of corruption, financial misappropriation, abuse of office, and anti-party activities leveled against Barrister Julius Abure during his tenure as national chairman. 2, examine all available evidence and summon any individual or individuals deemed relevant to the investigation. Ensure compliance with due process and fair hearing as provided under the Labour Party Constitution. Recommend appropriate disciplinary actions in accordance with Article 19 of the Labour Party Constitution and any other relevant extant laws. Lastly, submit a comprehensive report of findings and recommendations to the National Executive Council within 21 days of this memo. The committee is enjoined to carry out its assignment with utmost diligence, impartiality, and fidelity to the party's core values of transparency, accountability, and internal democracy. A new Nigeria is possible. Long live Labour Party. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Forgive us, but we had so many other issues to contend with. This was not the place we intended to use, but the place we wanted to use after we had been given the go-ahead later